Alright, it is 5 in the afternoon. I've just dealt with the first full day of trying to get the van off the boat. Started at 9 a.m. I didn't film it because essentially it's going from one building back to the next, and a lot of the places you're not actually allowed to film there. Tomorrow we pick up the van. I think it might take all day again. It is day 2 of the van pickup process. It is so much worse on this side. There's so much paperwork, so much red tape. I am really hoping that in the first couple of hours today, I can have the van back. This is and I say I because only one of us can go into the shipping yards at a time. So I've taken one for the team. I'm the one getting the van out. But while I do that, Lee and Oki have promised me, Lee and Oki have promised me that they're doing some work on their end. Lee's been doing some video editing, sorting out the budget, answering emails. So I really feel like we're actually being uber productive because we're getting 2 things at once. And yeah, so I will take you and see if I can do some sneaky filming in the shipping yards. Sorry for the background noise, but we are in the shipping yards in Cartagena, Colombia. It is day 2 of the process of trying to pick up the van. It has been a little bit of a nightmare, but I knew it was going to be, which makes it, you know, you just got to go with the flow. And fingers crossed, if anyone remembers this container just here, our van will be coming out very shortly. Hey! So I just got out of the shipping container and I am sweating. It was so hot in there. And this is going to be a little bit nerve-wracking because one of the Colombian staff is driving the van off. Fingers crossed it goes slow, and we've got a bit of an angle this time, so it's going to be really touch and go with the roof. You can see, but it's literally touching the solar panels. Wow, that was so close. So I don't know whether you guys could see that, but that was literally millimeters. It was scraping on top of the solar panels. If you've got a high roof Sprinter, be warned, it's going to be touch and go. If you put big tires on it, make sure you let them down because otherwise you are not going to fit. Survivors. And after now 14 hours, finally back in the van. We are officially leaving the port. I was just talking to one of the guys in the huge Unimogs, and he's shipped from Europe to Australia to US and now down South America. And he said out of all of them, this was the worst shipping experience he's ever had, the hardest crossing. And it is because of one 66-mile stretch of land that you can't drive across. It was also one of the most expensive for him, so we made it. It just tells us that things are going to get easier from here.
Good to be home?
Oh, can you believe it happened so quickly? What was that, 2 days?
Look at the nice new sticker we got.
Let's hit the frog and toad.
Okay.
How's it feel to be back in the van?
So good!
Finally!
driven about 20 kilometers and the engine light has not come back on, which is a great sign. I know we should probably be going to look for a place to get the van looked at, but right now, after those hectic few days getting the van back, we just want to get out of the city and go have some fun. Woo!
How was that?
Woo! Amazing. Well, that was a strange and fun experience with the mud baths and perfect way to unwind after the shipping process.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really glad we drove out of our way a little bit to do it. And also very happy with getting the decision to get up. We got up at 5:30 to get in there because later in the day, I think in the next hour or so, apparently a lot of tour buses are coming. So yeah. I can't imagine that with more than a few people in there. We had it to ourselves, which was unreal.
Yeah. But today we just wanted to finish off by...
Okay, bud.
Okay, goodbye. He's out. We just wanted to sum up our entire shipping experience with you guys since we showed you what it was like to put the van on the shipping container. Max showed you today getting it off, and we just wanted to talk over the cost as well.
Yeah, but before you get into the cost, in terms of the actual process, as I said earlier, I wasn't able to film the first day purely because it was just a lot of the buildings there you couldn't film. But the process itself is all listed on OVERLAND, the app we've talked about a lot. It's been our Bible. It really tells you what to expect in terms of how long you're going to wait and everything like that. So I went in there pretty prepared for wait time. What I didn't realize was there's extra costs. We paid $850 US on the Panama side, and we kind of thought maybe there'd be $50 port fee on the Colombian side, and that's it. Turns out it was around $400 US on the Colombian side. So what was it in total?
So in total, we spent $1,280 US just on the shipping fee. So that was to pay our agent to get the van on the boat, off the boat, and clear the customs on the Colombian side. Again, that was more than we expected to pay, and it does vary depending on what company you go with, if you go with an agent or if you don't.
Yep.
So in total, we spent another $570 US between taxis, accommodation, and flights.
Yeah, for 8 days.
Not to mention we ended up eating out a little bit more because we didn't have the van, and we dropped the van off on a Tuesday morning and we picked it up the following week on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
So it ended up being about 8-9 day process in total for us.
Yeah, it was definitely a longer process than we thought it would be, but at the end of the day, there's no way around it. If you want to go down or up, you can't drive across the Darien Gap. So you have to do it, and hopefully these last two videos, this video and the last one, have really helped you understand what's involved if you are considering doing that process. And, at the end of the day, it's worth it, and it's a couple of difficult days, but then you're done. And, now we're in Colombia, which still feels kind of insane.
Yeah, to have our van over here. It just feels so crazy because we didn't continue driving. We had to ship it to get here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's it from us for today, guys. And yeah.
We'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah. If you like the video, give it a gentle tap on that thumbs up, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye. Day 2 of van pickup process. 3 coffees in. Muy necesito.
You can't keep short, but you always, every time you say something new.
Van